clients are obviously in shock.
Empezaron los problemas cuando mi esposo perdió su trabajo.
They have been making their payments, they've been doing everything right.
Porque ya no había suficiente dinero para los pagos.
So it's obvious something went terribly wrong.
Mi nombre es María Carrillo.
My brother-in-law had a good-paying job. A year after they bought the house, he lost his job.
Nunca dejé de hacer mis pagos. Aplicamos para el programa que tenía el presidente Obama, pero nunca dejé de hacer mis pagos.
A trial modification is when the lender reduces the client's payment and provides them with a affordable payment for a trial period, usually 3 months.
Hablábamos y preguntábamos cómo iba y decían que todo iba bien, que era cuestión de esperar y esperar y...
At the end of those 3 months, if the homeowner has made all those payments and has made those payments in a timely manner, they should be provided with a permanent modification.
It took 15 months where my mom really started worrying that why had it taken so long already and they hadn't resolved this issue yet. And it really started taking a toll on her health.
Y sin embargo, se llevaron 18 meses para decirme que no había calificado.
They said, you have not submitted everything that we asked for.
They had everything documented, everything had been turned in.
Everything the bank had requested had been submitted. The bank says, we are starting the foreclosure process.
Y me dieron otra aplicación para volver a hacer la modificación de nuevo.
When the bank agreed to take a second application, they should have stopped the foreclosure process from the first application.
So dual tracking is when the lender has placed the homeowner in 2 processes at once, meaning they have placed the homeowner on a modification process, but they have also placed the client on a foreclosure process. Dual tracking is now prohibited by law. No lender should be conducting any dual tracking.
Hablaba y me decían que todo iba bien, todo estaba bien, nomás estaban esperando, todo estaba calificado.
It was dark already, 7 o'clock in the evening, when my sister called.
These 2 men had approached the house and said, you have 3 days to move out. This is our home now.
I could tell my sister was devastated.
Entraron a la casa a tomar fotos y pues nos sentíamos muy tristes, impotentes de que 2 personas llegaron a violar nuestra privacidad. No era justo.
I immediately knew what had happened. The bank didn't postpone the sale like they said.
Yo no podía imaginarme perder mis ahorros de mucho tiempo. No me podía imaginar qué iba a hacer, a dónde me iba a ir.
Just the thought of not being close to them and possibly losing the close-knit family that we have. It was hard, really hard.
Yo quería mi casa para atrás. Yo no me quería ir.
My sister and I came over to the Fair Housing Law Project, and we immediately were told that it was a very difficult case.
Well, they were in crisis. They had already lost their home to foreclosure. It was a shock to them because someone just knocked on the door and rudely told them, I'm the new owner.
They were hugely stressed out at this point because they had done everything.
The home had sold to a private party, and we thought perhaps their goal of maintaining home ownership is not a realistic one.
Tenía mucha fe en el proyecto legal que me iban a ayudar, pero segura no estaba de que me la iban a regresar, pero tenía mucha fe que sí.
We uncovered more facts, really got more of the story, we realized, wow, we really have to do something here because this family did everything right. Everyone was involved. I mean, we had Kira, editing motions and, staff filing things, and James on the phone with opposing counsel with the eviction matter. We're on the phone. I think Annette were contacting the lender. So we were all jumping in to immediately address some issue that was brewing. We knew we had to bring all our resources to the table to try to unwind the transaction, and at the same time you're trying to prevent someone from being evicted. I mean, that's adding insult to injury.
They already had a 3-day notice to quit, pending a looming unlawful detainer.
We seem like, hey, we've got some great arguments here, and then they just amend their complaint and we're at it again.
They also probably felt like, well, what next? I think in this particular situation, it was either James or Diana who got the final word.
Title returned to the homeowner. They were able to modify or offer a permanent modification.
Y el pago me quedó $1,700. Y mi pago anterior era de $3,000.
We got a good result for the client.
It's super exciting, and I just want to be able to continue to help folks do that.
It was such a huge sense of peace for the family to remain in the home.
If there was no law foundation, this family would have had to leave.
She definitely wouldn't be in that house, that's for sure.
No me quiero imaginar dónde estaría si se hubieran llevado mi casa.
The Law Foundation and the Fair Housing Law Project in particular deserves all the credit.
They're truly, truly miracle workers.
Un día estupendo.
The Creos actually made us lunch, or brought us lunch, and then gave us tequila. So that was super awesome.